Today, we offer our support and sympathy to their families, and we join with them in demanding justice. Statistics consistently show that Aboriginal women face much higher levels of violence than all other women in Canada. The Native Women's Association of Canada has documented more than 600 cases of Aboriginal women and girls who have been murdered or who remain missing. This violence has touched the lives of almost every First Nations, Inuit, and Métis family and community. It has moved Canadians from all walks of life to demand action. Violence against Aboriginal women is a national issue and one that must concern us all. There can be no piecemeal solution to a tragedy of this scale. We are calling for all levels of government to work with Aboriginal women and representative organizations to establish a comprehensive national plan of action to stop violence against women. Such a plan of action must ensure Indigenous women's access to justice, including effective and unbiased police response to all cases of missing and murdered women, and new investigations of cases where police misconduct has occurred. We need to improve public awareness and accountability through the consistent collection and publication of comprehensive national statistics on rates of violent crime against Indigenous women. We need to provide adequate, stable funding to the frontline organizations that provide culturally appropriate services, such as shelter, support, and counseling for Indigenous women and girls and their communities. We must address the root causes of violence against Indigenous women, including by closing the economic gap between Indigenous and non-Indigenous people. We must eliminate inequalities in the services available to Aboriginal children, in particular through the child welfare system. Along with this call for action, we express our sincere thanks and gratitude to the families, some who are here today and those who cannot be with us. And we thank them for sharing their stories. You are the reason that we continue to demand action. We are honored to walk beside you on this journey. Moreover, we acknowledge that families must take the lead in this movement. Their stories need to be heard and their initiatives supported. Relationships must be nurtured and further strengthened with other families, as well as with grassroots women and men, organizations, and Aboriginal and non-Aboriginal communities. Thank you for allowing me to speak to you about this today and to share this statement. And I want you to let you know this joint statement was supported not only by Amnesty International, but the Canadian Association of Elizabeth Fry Societies, the Canadian Feminist Alliance for International Action, the Canada Labour Congress, Canada Union of Public Employees, Canada Union of Postal Workers, Families of Sisters in Spirit, Kairos, Native Women's Association of Canada, the National Union of Public and General Employees, the Public Service Alliance of Canada, the Prostitutes of Ottawa-Gatineau Area, Work, Educate, and Resist, also known as POWER, and the Project of Heart. So many people care. We want you to know that, and we're here to support you. And Amnesty International will be here for as long as it takes.